The wrong San Diego neighborhood can quietly ruin your life, even if you bought the perfect home. You may think you've chosen the right part of San Diego to live until about 6 months after you move in, and by then it's too late. You love the house, but the commute is exhausting, the summers are hotter than you expected, and the neighborhood just doesn't feel like you. I'm Alina Rizon, a San Diego local and realtor for over 20 years, and I've helped a lot of buyers decide where to live here. The biggest mistake I see is people starting with price and bedrooms instead of starting with what fits their way of life. In San Diego, you're not just buying a home, you're buying your climate, your commute, your weekends, and your lifestyle. If you pick the wrong area, you usually don't feel it on the closing day. You feel it weeks or months later when traffic, weather, and amenity trade-offs show up. In this video, I'll break down the major areas in San Diego, the neighborhoods within them, what they're really like day to day, and who each one tends to fit best. The biggest thing to understand is that San Diego is a collection of very different cultures. There's coastal versus inland, urban versus suburban, quiet versus lively, spacious versus walkability. And these items are important to decide on. Let's start with coastal San Diego, Coronado, Point Loma, La Jolla, Pacific Beach, and Del Mar. The coast here is a unique climate zone, and there are a lot of factors that go along with living near the ocean. Cooler summers, more consistent temperatures. Some people love the overcast mornings and cooler afternoons. Others realize they prefer more consistent sunshine, like we have at inland. That's why I always tell buyers, don't just tour the house, you should also tour the neighborhood to understand what the climate will feel like for you when you actually live here. Coronado feels polished and self-contained. The village is very walkable, it's clean, and it has the resort town vibe. It's also separated by the bay, which adds privacy but makes access points and commute patterns important. Pricing is premium and tends to hold firm even during downturns because supply is limited and demand is steady. Coronado usually fits buyers who prefer the classic coastal prestige, a tight community feel, and a long-term stability. Point Loma feels more residential and established. You've got the harbor and hillside pockets, marinas, and quieter streets. It's coastal without the non-stop tourist energy. A lot of buyers love Point Loma because of its unique identity with strong pride of ownership and a central location that still keeps you close to downtown and the water. It often fits buyers who want coastal influence and views, but with a laid-back day-to-day vibe. Pacific Beach is the active, social version of coastal living. It's walkable, busy, and energetic. The key is that it can change dramatically block by block. Garnett and Grand Avenue are bustling and urban, but head a few streets away and that frenetic energy tends to fade. The hilly portion of PB to the northeast is a bit further from the beach, but has beautiful panoramic views of the Mission Bay and the ocean. And Pacific Beach definitely changes by time of day. Weekday mornings can feel relaxed, but weekends can feel like a different place. Parking and noise tolerance matter here. For buyers looking for a lively atmosphere and easy beach access, it can be perfect. But for buyers who prefer quiet, it can wear on you. La Jolla is the polished village meets cliffs version of coastal living. It's less party beach and more quiet luxury. And you feel the difference instantly. It changes by pocket. The village is walkable and lively with restaurants and tourist energy. Bird Rock feels more like local and laid back, and the Merlins and Upper Hermosa lean private and residential. The big trade-off is water proximity versus convenience. Weekend traffic, tight street and parking, and the hilly terrain can surprise buyers, and two homes a few blocks away can be very different. If you want prestige, scenic views, and quiet coastal feel, La Jolla will fit you perfectly. If you want casual, easy in and out living, it can feel like work unless you pick the right micro area. Del Mar is quiet, refined, and upscale. It leans towards privacy and long-term desirability with a calmer coastal tone than the more active beach neighborhoods. Prices are among the highest in the county, but the demand drives are strong. Coastal access, prestige, and a way of living people tend to hold on to once they get it. In general, the coast gives you cooler weather and daily ocean proximity, but you typically trade away square footage and pay a higher price per square foot. If you're lifestyle first, look along the coast. If you're space first or budget first, you may feel like you're constantly compromising. Now let's shift to the San Diego metro area. Downtown, Bankers Hill, North Park, South Park, and Hillcrest. This is where you get a strong urban vibe, walkability, restaurants, culture, and central access. You're trading space for convenience and you're choosing an area where restaurants, coffee, and nightlife are downstairs instead of 10 minutes away. Downtown is true city living. Condos, high-rises, waterfront access, and proximity to offices, restaurants, and events. The big factors here are HOAs, building quality, and how you feel about your share while living. It's great for buyers who don't want the maintenance of a yard. It's not ideal for those who want privacy, quiet, and a traditional single-family setup. Bankers Hill is right next to Balboa Park and feels like a bridge between downtown energy and neighborhood living. It has character, older architecture mixed with new developments, and a more residential tone than downtown while still being extremely central. Buyers who are looking for a walkable neighborhood but a slightly calmer environment often love it. North Park is one of the strongest neighborhood identity areas in the city. It's popular for its restaurant scene, breweries, and community feel. Homes can be smaller, lots are often tighter, and parking can be a factor, but demand stays strong because the lifestyle is so appealing. North Park tends to fit buyers who prefer character and energy without being in a high-rise environment. South Park shares that charm but often feels more residential and a bit quieter. It's known for tree-lined streets, character-filled craftsman-style homes, and a community vibe that's walkable without feeling as busy. Buyers who like the idea of North Park but want a more relaxed version often look here. Hillcrest is vibrant and central, with strong community culture and easy access to downtown, Balboa Park, and major medical centers. It tends to be convenient and lively, with the same trade-offs as other metro areas: parking, density, and noise depending on the exact location. If you're considering metro living, the real question is whether you value walkability and centrality more than space and quiet. For the right buyer, these areas make San Diego feel connected and full of energy. Now for a few South San Diego neighborhoods: Chula Vista, National City, and Imperial Beach. Southern San Diego is where many buyers start to see more value for space, but each of these areas has a very different feel, and buyers choose them for different reasons. Chula Vista ranges from more established neighborhoods to a newer master-planned community, especially as you move east. Many buyers like Chula Vista because you can often get more square footage, more modern layouts, and a more suburban family setup than you'll find closer to the city's core at the same price. It fits families and buyers who want a suburban lifestyle with parks and schools integrated into the community. The biggest factor is commuting. Make sure your daily routes match your real schedule. National City is closer in and tends to be more value-driven. It has a more urban mix and the feel of it can be very quiet, a bit from block to block. You're near major hub centers and corridors like the I-5 and 805 and 54, plus quick access to downtown, the base, and so forth. For buyers who need proximity to central San Diego without paying central prices, it can be a strategic option, but it's one where you absolutely want to spend time driving and walking the immediate areas you're considering. Imperial Beach is coastal, but it's a more laid-back beach town vibe than Coronado or Del Mar. It attracts those who want ocean proximity without the top-tier coastal pricing. It's not polished luxury coastal, it's relaxed and outdoorsy. The key is matching expectations. If you want the quiet prestige feel, it may not match. If you want a casual beach lifestyle, it can be a great fit. Before we continue, if this breakdown is helping you think differently about where to live, make sure you subscribe. I post weekly videos breaking down San Diego neighborhoods, pricing trends, and what buyers are actually experiencing on the ground. Back to the video. Now, another critical area to cover is North Central San Diego: Claremont, Linda Vista, Mission Valley, and University City. This region wins on geography. It's central, practical, and it keeps you connected to a lot of job centers and cultural hubs without paying coastal pricing. Claremont is a classic established San Diego suburb. Many homes are mid-century, lots can be a decent size, and the overall feel is residential and practical. It's not as flashy as coastal or trendy metro neighborhoods, but it stays in demand because of how central it is located. For buyers who prefer a single-family feel and strong access across the city, it's a solid choice. Linda Vista can vary more from section to section. It has residential pockets, some hillside areas, and also benefits from central location. Its proximity to the USD and Mesa College brings steady student activity, rental demand, and more traffic in certain pockets. Because it's more variable, the exact street and immediate surroundings matter a lot. It can be a great fit for those who want central access and are willing to be targeted and selective about the specific pockets. Mission Valley is central, convenient, and built around shopping, restaurants, and quick freeway access. So it's great for buyers for an easy commute and a low-maintenance lifestyle. And a lot of housing is condo and townhome focused, with newer communities and amenities, but the experience can change fast depending on whether you're tucked into a quieter complex or right up against the 8 freeway or the 163 or the trolley line. Flood zone awareness matters near the river, and so do HOA costs, parking, and noise. But if you want close to everything without the price tag of coastal or classic walkable neighborhoods, Mission Valley can be a practical fit. University City is strongly influenced by UCSD and the surrounding tech and biotech employment areas. It tends to attract professionals who want to minimize commute while still living a neighborhood environment. It's more suburban in layout than the metro neighborhoods and can be a strong long-term hold because proximity to major employment tends to support the demand here. Next, let's talk about a few East San Diego neighborhoods: La Mesa, El Cajon, and Santee. This is where buyers often get more house for the money and more traditional suburban space, with the biggest trade-off being a hotter climate and commute distance depending on where you work. La Mesa has a village feel in certain areas, especially around La Mesa Village, with walkable blocks, local shops, and a strong community vibe. It's popular with buyers who want charm and an established neighborhood feel, while staying connected to central San Diego via the 8, the 94, and the trolley. It often feels like a smaller town area without being isolated, but the experience changes by pocket, with some areas feeling more suburban and others more hillside and view-oriented. El Cajon is broader and can be more value-driven, with a wide mix of home types and neighborhoods. For buyers prioritizing affordability and space, it can provide options that are hard to find closer to the coast. Like National City, it's important to evaluate the specific pocket and how it aligns with your daily life. Santee has newer suburban development and a family-oriented layout. It attracts buyers who need more square footage, parks, and a modern suburban environment without pushing all the way into far inland areas. If you want space and a neighborhood setup that feels newer, Santee is often a strong option. North County is extremely diverse, and buyers often choose it for top-rated schools, newer housing stock, master planned communities, and a pace that feels calmer than central San Diego, while still being connected by the 5, I-78, or I-15 corridors. Carlsbad blends coastal access with suburban structure in a very polished way. You have beach-close areas along the coast, golf course communities, and newer planned neighborhoods inland, plus strong employment centers nearby. It's known for consistently high-demand, well-kept neighborhoods and a lifestyle that feels stable and established. Buyers seeking coastal influence without the intensity of the central beach markets often land here, especially those prioritizing schools, safety, and long-term resale strength. Oceanside. It offers coastal access with a wider range of price points and a noticeably different feel depending on the pocket. Areas west of the 5 have true beach proximity and an ongoing development energy near the harbor and downtown, while inland sections offer more suburban space and newer construction. It attracts buyers who want coastal living but need more flexibility on budget, property type, or square footage than higher-priced coastal critic cities typically allow. Escondido is further inland and tends to offer more land, larger lots, and a broader mix of property types, from suburban tracts to semi-rural hillside homes. The climate is warmer and you're trading ocean proximity for space and value. It's a common choice for those who want a bigger home, room for outdoor living, or multi-generational setups, and who don't need a daily coastal commute. San Marcos is known for newer development and master planned communities, with parks, trails, and shopping built into the design. It often appeals to buyers looking for modern construction, open floor plans, and a cohesive neighborhood layout. Proximity to Cal State, San Marcos, and major employers also add steady housing demand, and many areas feel intentionally designed rather than organically grown. Poway stands out for its school district and quiet residential atmosphere. It's less dense, more spread out, and known for larger lots, hillsides, and a slower suburban pace. Buyers who prioritize education, privacy, and long-term family living often target Poway, especially those willing to trade walkability and nightlife stability for space and strong community reputation. Overall, North County is ideal for buyers who want more space, strong school options, newer communities, and a tranquil day-to-day lifestyle. It's less suited for buyers who prefer true walk-everywhere urban living or a short commute to central San Diego. So the takeaway is this: there's no single best area in San Diego. There's only the best area for you. And the fastest way to narrow it down is the framework I use with my clients. First, get honest about your daily non-negotiables: commute, tolerance, climate preference, walkability versus space, and whether you want urban energy or suburban quiet. Second, set your comfort budget, not just the maximum you could possibly afford. And third, match those criteria to areas that align, and then start house hunting within those boundaries. If you want help doing that, I offer a free neighborhood consultation where we map your lifestyle and budget to the right areas before you spend weekends touring homes that we're never going to fit. And if you're a homeowner thinking of selling before buying, I also provide a free home value report so you can see what your current home could actually and realistically sell for. Let's recap. Coastal San Diego gives you a premium way of life and cooler weather with premium pricing, in each coastal pocket has a different vibe. The metro area gives you walkability, culture, and central access, trading space for convenience. South San Diego offers more space and value with very different vibes between Chula Vista and National City and Imperial Beach. North Central offers balance and geography, which is why it stays consistently in demand. East San Diego offers more space and affordability with warmer summers, and North County offers a wide range of family-focused lifestyles from coastal cities to inland suburban communities. The right house in the wrong area will never truly feel right for you. But if you choose the right area first, the right house becomes much easier to find. Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more San Diego real estate content. My name is Melina Rizon. I'll see you in the next video.